Good evening. Hey, YouTube. A fun half. The nerves. I tweeted out that this team can annoy me, but you know what? We're playing Michigan, and they annoy me a lot more. So I want to win this game. We'll get started here in just a second. It is the 200 level, episode 329. Mike Carpenter in the basement studio, as Illinois currently with a 2-point lead at halftime, and a really fun first half by all accounts. One where we saw the freshmen make an absolutely huge impact. I need to start with Ty Rodgers, as many of you know, my favorite player on this team, and it was interesting because before the season started, I thought he would be the immediate impact freshman, though it took him a little bit to get, I guess, used to the speed of the game to kind of find his role. He was a star that first half. He did miss the free throw late, but other than that, I'm basically an A+ first half for Ty. And he only played 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure, because he didn't come in until the under 12, interestingly enough, and he did take one seat in those last 12 minutes. So I think he's got 10 minutes of action, and that means he should have plenty here in the second half. I think that's huge for Illinois. Sincere looks to be okay. You saw him kind of hold his head and thought, Jesus, not again. But no, a monster dunk. Defensive energy, as he so often does. The freshmen are really keying this Illini effort. And kudos to really everybody's doing an okay job out there. I think the thing that's really standing out to me is that was a high-energy 20 minutes. Illinois playing relatively clean basketball. They're only up 2, I think, because their offense is just not very good. And I think it's okay for us to say that right now. It's been trending bad for a while, and to win games, it's going to come down to getting easy buckets from turnovers, and that's what they've done. I'm pretty sure the last stat that I saw was 9 or 10 points off of 8 turnovers from Michigan. Michigan with 2 points off 2 Illinois turnovers. So that right there, there's the key. Overall, not really any problems with the officiating. I know there was the flop warning on Matthew Meyer, which may have been legit. I didn't get a good replay on that. Probably the missed foul on Sincere, and then the bump on Sincere for the second foul late. But as the kids say, ball don't lie. Michigan misses that, and then Terrence Shannon gets an exclamation point block to end that half. So all in all, feeling pretty good. Though you know that when it comes down to offensive weapons, right now Michigan just has more proven commodities. I would love to sit here before the second half gets underway and say that, you know what, we're just going to go lights out from 3. And Meyer's going to hit 2 or 3. Terrence gets 1. You get another from Melendez or something, and that can key a second half where you aren't sweating as much. And if you're a Michigan fan, you're thinking, well, we got one timeout. So if anything starts to get a little bit troubling in a road matchup in a tough environment like this, does Juwan burn that last timeout within the first 10 minutes if Illinois can go on a run? If I'm Underwood, I say we got to blitz these guys. We got to force the issue and make them force them to take that last time out and then have to either figure it out or they don't. I don't think this Michigan team is one that's going to fall apart. I do think on the road, though, they are a different team than at home, notwithstanding the win that they had at Rutgers, which was in and of itself very impressive. So, hey, they're a good team right now. Illinois playing with a lot of energy. They're up 2 at home, which is what decent teams should do at home, and we'll see if they can close it out. All right, I'm going to let you guys know right when this second half gets underway, and I'll hit the sponsors, of course, as we go. DP Dough, online at dpdough.com. Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, your home's best friend at 217-841-4728. And State Farm agent Brian Hansen, online at brianismyguy.com. So, to time this out, if you are looking for this feed to align with your TV feed, let me let you know when we get started. They always seem to have the camera go at the last second here. We are... this always takes so long. Dead air. Underway. There you go. I don't know why the hell they always do this. We have 19:55 to go. This is Melendez on the left side. So you're back to the starting lineup here. Melendez, TSJ, Meyer, Danger, and Hawkins, who late in that half I felt like was wanting to get going. This is going to be Shannon taking it to the hoop, and great defense by Jet Howard. Shannon struggling at the rim tonight, and it was actually Ty that cleaned up yet another Terrence Shannon miss at the rim. So not a great senior night from the field, to say the least. Terrence is 0 for 6. 4 for 4 from the line, though. Coleman gets in the passing lane, and we got a steal opportunity here for Terrence. Can he finish, though? And a foul, and they're going to wave it off. And Terrence is ticked, but okay, so that's the second foul that Jet. Kudos to this kid. I think he's basketball smart here. There was an open path or clear path foul that they don't have that rule in college that kept Coleman from getting a dunk in the first half. This one was a foul early enough where, by the letter of the law, I guess that's a foul on the floor. So Illinois will take it out. That's the second foul on Jet Howard. And this is going to be Dane, who just loses it. Illinois not finishing around the rim to start, and that's a little bit troubling. So it's really the young guys that are playing well for Illinois, and some of the older guys not so much, as Terrence now picks up a foul. He's looking bad. Not a great senior night, Terrence. I want to hit up the thread here on YouTube. Adam Hoggett says, Illinois playing good D. Unfortunately, the O leaves a lot to be desired. And Adam, I don't think Jaden Epps alone would make that big of a difference. This offense has been struggling mightily for a month now. And that's just what it is. So if they're going to win any games in the tournament, it's going to be a damn slog. You take any win you can get, but you're right. The offense just stinks as Michigan misses a free throw. Mike Herrera, glass of Four Roses, 200 level tea, some competent play, pretty good. Hey, Four Roses, not bad, Mike. Is it the single barrel? This is from Lewis. Game changer was sincere, or change was sincere regarding their point guard, Doug, who was looking pretty good before that. You're right, Lewis. Not the first time we've said that this year. You're right. He's a game changer. I love sincere. And from Evan, these two feel like the same team. Both do good and dumb things. Illinois just has a couple more marquee wins. I think that's fair, Evan, and things have basically leveled out with Michigan playing well now, Illinois not playing so well now. A couple more comments I'll get to in a second, and a moving screen from Danger, who is just a no-show again tonight. Frustrating. Let's see. This is from Kenton. I want to hear Mikey's take on what Hummel said. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose in the first round, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were playing the Elite Eight. I think it's that wide. I don't think they're playing the Elite Eight. I think we need to look at the writing on the wall here, and I want to focus on tonight because I just don't know how many more wins this team can necessarily get. With an offense this stagnant, I just don't know. Danger's going to come out. Lieb is going to come in. Let's see if he can steal some Lieb minutes. And it's 33-32. And yeah, offensively, Kenton, I just don't think Illinois is good enough to make a run anymore. Yeah, sure, they can get hot in a game, but so can any other team they're playing. The defense is fine. I don't think it's quite as elite as you would like it to be, given the athletes. I guess it's just matchups, which is such a cop-out for me to say, with 18:30 to go. 1-point lead for Illinois. Michigan now down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. Doug McDaniel from the free throw line, and it's a foul on RJ, and that's a foul. I don't like this lineup, and I know Brad's going to try to steal some minutes, but this lineup doesn't work, and it didn't work in the first half when you went down 10-4. And the reason that it's like, hey, chill out, Mike, but I'm a little bit antsy because this is a game that will be decided by one play or two. I don't think you can waste time with this lineup. You need to get Ty in there, and you need to get like 16 minutes from Ty in the second half. He can do it. He's a freshman. He's got the body to do it. You need to play him and stop trying to force something that isn't there. So let's see what this lineup does, but already been outscored by 3 points in this half because they can't score themselves. Matthew Meyer getting kind of trapped at half court with 18:15 to go. Terrence Shannon Jr. with the ball. He's still 0 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Meyer on the left side of the perimeter here gets the pick from Lieb. He wants the three, and it's up and good. So the senior getting a much-needed three when the offense just, ugh. If there's one guy that's going to take it, I would agree with people, it's Meyer, and he's 3 for 6 tonight. 12 points, kind of quietly, too. All right. Michigan with the ball. A cut to the back of the basket. Meyer gets the block. It's clean, and Illinois has a break opportunity here. This is going to be RJ looking to drive it. Dunk it, RJ. Off the rim. Oh, my God. That's 3 misses from – and this is going to be a turnover, basically, guys, if they make a shot here. Hunter Dickinson back up top to – yep. You know what pisses me off about that is you let a golden opportunity go. That's as good as a turnover because you can't finish at the rim. You're just – RJ threw it off the top of the freaking backboard. What the hell kind of break opportunity is that? Meyer misses that one badly, but fortunately Illinois gets the board. Long rebound. 17:07 to go. If I sound curmudgeonly, I kind of apologize for that. Terrence going up for the dunk and a foul here on – is that Schaefer? I forget the kid's name. He has taken the minutes of Terrence Williams III, who was not really doing anything for Michigan. He's not bad. Terry says, RJ been quiet tonight. Terry, he's had a few moments in the last few games which show signs of life, but in general, yeah, he's just still very quiet out there. From Bobo, I wouldn't say Dana's been a no-show. He does have 8 points tonight. That's fair, Bobo. I think it's almost an erratic nature to his play where, and in fairness to him, I mean, the 8 points, the way that he gets it sometimes is kind of a quiet 8, 10, 12 points. But, man, for as skilled as he is, it just surprises me sometimes when he kind of, I don't know, has a disconnect between his brain and what his body wants to do. But I guess that's probably par for the course with big men. Jacob says Myra's shown up. He has. And Terrence has shown up from the line. So he's 6 for 6 from the line and piling up the fouls on Michigan. So with 17 to go, Illinois back up 1. And this is just going to be that kind of game, guys, back and forth, right? This is going to be Michigan, and you guys might be ahead of me here. This is going to be a take from Michigan. No good. We got a break. And is it going to be what I think I see in the chat feed? Come on. RJ, be there, baby. Oh, and 1. RJ with the dunk. Hey, there you go, Terry. Wow. Holy crap indeed, Illini Brick Girl. So some sick dunks from the team tonight, and great to see RJ get that and a chance for a three-point play. Certainly making up for that missed layup a minute ago. My God. And what's great is that he has not lost that aggressiveness. I think that could have been gone a month ago. So to see that, and defensively, I think he's working pretty well tonight on defense too. All right, RJ from the line, 16:42 to go. Illinois with 20 points in the paint, Michigan with 10. All of those, I believe, are Hunter, or at least 8 of the 10. Here's RJ. It's good. Now, if you want to look at a stat that bodes well, it is that points in the paint stat, because Michigan, a lot of their early run was the 15-footers from the elbow. They were making them. Doug McDaniel, Jet hit 1 or 2, and I think that Buffkin hit a couple early. So, you think, oh, God, it's going to be another Tony Perkins or Pickett experience, as we got an opportunity here for Hunter Dickinson, up and good. Mismatch there with Goody on him. 12th point in the paint for Michigan tonight. But that does bode well if you can keep Hunter from really getting going. He's going to get his just because you don't have the guys to defend him. Now, Buffkin with kind of a silly foul up top, and I don't know what that is on him. I'd like to say 3, but I can't say that for sure. 16:15 to go in the half. I feel like this game's going fairly brisk. Is it? Or is it not? Maybe it's about the normal pattern here. Trying to steal the occasional lead minute, I believe, but the lineup you got right here is Terrence. This is Meyer down on the block, left block. Trying to work on Jet Howard. Up, no good. And it's going to be going the other way. And a break opportunity here. You got to stop the ball. Get up on him, Terrence. Terrence jumps midair. This is going to be Kobe Buffkin. That was absolutely pathetic defense from Terrence. That was pathetic. He was willing to acquiesce the 3. He jumps on a pump fake and then lets him blow right by him. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm just a little bit tired of that. This is Ty Rodgers. In the paint. Help him out, somebody. He kicks it back out to Luke Goody. Luke Goody trying to drive it. And that's a block. I think that Michigan was in the circle, and Shedderson will take a seat. And that's actually kind of a big deal, because in this run that Michigan's had, he's been a pretty solid piece. All right. We got our first media timeout. Got to remind you that the 200 level is brought to you by DPDough, online at dpdough.com for all the best deals and prices. dpdough.com. They deliver anywhere in Champaign-Urbana. So order online, custom zones with any topping you want, or some of their favorites, like the Maui Wowie or the Buffer Zone. Delivering anywhere in Champaign-Urbana, that's DPDough, online at dpdough.com. Also, State Farm agent Brian Hansen, online at brianismyguy.com. For life, auto, home, business, renters, you name it, Brian is my guy. He can be your guy as well. So for life, auto, home, business, renters, we have home and auto with Brian. It's been a couple years now, and we'll try to get him in before the season's over. Hopefully we got more games than not to play. Can't say with any certainty, but whether it be the Big Ten or the NCAA tournament, we'll see what we can work with Brian. That's brianismyguy.com. Finally, Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Give them a call today at 217-841-3700. 4728. 217-841-4728. And they have a great deal going on. Technically, it's not spring yet. Okay, so you got a few more weeks for this. You can get a new Lennox home comfort system. When you do, you can either choose between a $500 Visa gift card or a brand new hot water heater from the fellas and the ladies over at Dogtown Heating and Plumbing. Your home's best friend at 217-841-4728. Champagne Showers Podcast Network, I want to thank you all for tuning in this evening on the feed and chatting in the chat window. Evan says, starting to feel similar to the Iowa game in 2020. Yeah, I could see that. Very much a back-and-forth affair. Mike says, I missed the good side of Corbello. This was in comment, I believe, to Illini Brickle, who says, we're really missing a true ball handler. Feels like so much isolation ball. That's true, Illini Brickle. And to Epps' credit, he's not the best facilitator so much, but he does take care of the ball, and he can get you in a set. So no doubt the offense would probably be a little bit better with Epps tonight. I think defensively you might be better at the moment because him and Danger were getting ripped to shreds. Ripped to shreds. And this is what Mike was commenting about, ball handling aspect. I missed the good side of Corbello. Wish we had a facilitator who could break down the defense. Yeah, Corbello, though, if you've watched any of the St. John's this year, he is just a broken man. And it's kind of sad to see. I don't enjoy watching it because it's a mess. And yesterday I had a tweet, one tweet that was very ill-advised. And it was about Jaden Epps getting hurt. And I got to be honest, at the end of the school day, when your brain's kind of fried, I'd heard rumblings that Jaden Epps was going to be missing a little bit of time. And I did not know that he had spent the night in the hospital. So I just sort of glossed over that in the tweet, which is just negligence on my part. So I said, start type point guard. And as Steve had very correctly said, like, hey, Carp, someone was in the hospital last night. Like, start with that. I know what you mean, but start with that. So that was a pretty poor choice on my part. But then later on, the Matthew Meyer monster thing came out. And I hope it's a big nothing burger and Illinois wins tonight. And, hey, he's playing fine. So, but to me, it was just a silly sideshow story that I had no interest in. And it just is kind of embarrassing. So some of the responses to that seem to say, you're no fun, Carp. Jesus, lighten up. And I would admit that God knows the stupid crap I did in college as well. But I was getting paid six figures to play basketball, right? And with the name, image, likeness thing, we know that's the case. So Meyer, hey, he's not the problem tonight. He's playing pretty damn good. And he's taking a quick breather here as Luke Goody hits both free throws to put Illinois up 43-41. But it was just an unnecessary distraction in a season full of them. And me and Trevor and Isaac, we're texting, and God dang, it's a roller coaster. And there's been so much tumult. And tonight, I just want to kind of enjoy a game. And so far, that's basically what we've been able to do, which is a breath of fresh air. This is Terrence Shannon trying to take it himself, but good defense by Bufkin to keep him from doing that. I kind of like that Terrence didn't completely force the issue there. Coleman trying to take a baseline. Dunk is up and good. The pump fake works there. Hunter bought that. And that left the baseline open, and Jet wasn't really going to contest it. So nice move from Coleman. If he gets going, I think Illinois' got this game. If he gets going. So it's a 4-point lead. I can only imagine how loud it is at the State Farm Center right now. Second half field goals. Michigan's 3 for 6, but yet, despite shooting 50% and Illinois 3 for 8, Illinois expanded the lead by 2. So big defensive set here. This is going to be Bufkin. Back up top, over to Jet Howard. Jet Howard from the free throw line. No, he finds Hunter Dickinson. No good, and no foul. Great defensive set from Illinois. That was tremendous half-court D. This is going to be Terrence. He's trying to take it to the rim. He can't make it, but he does get fouled, and that's another on Kobe Bufkin. Do any of you happen to know how many fouls Kobe Bufkin has at the moment? Because there's 2 this half. Is that 4, Ryan? Why would he be in there with 3 with this much time left? That would be huge because Bufkin's been just killing you. Or not us so much. Early in the game he was, but he's been really a stud for them the last 4 or 5 games. All right, 45-41. Terrence is going to go to the line again. So, hey, he's getting to the line. He's one of the best in the Big Ten at that. This one's up and good. So he's 7 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. Wow. Okay, so 5-point Illinois lead with 14-17 to go. Remember, Michigan has 1 timeout. And they appear to be a little bit shorthanded themselves, even with Jet Howard back. Now, this is the first miss. Look at Ty, man. Oh, my God. I love this kid. Be there, Terrence. Ah. Oh, Luke Goody hits it off of Hunter Dickinson. Oh, the kids, man. I say the kid. Goody's a sophomore. This is what, listen, I don't need them to be great. Do you know what I mean? I need things to just indicate to me that, yeah, they're playing their ass off. And they are playing their ass off tonight. I can't really be curmudgeonly when they're doing that. Here's the inbounds from under the basket. Good defense by Michigan, and it's going to be out of bounds and stay with Illinois, fortunately. Almost 5 seconds. But, see, they play this hard. I cannot be mad at that. Indiana game in Indiana, I was bummed, but I wasn't mad. The Iowa game, some silliness, but for the most part, not. I moved past that pretty quick. It was a tough road loss. Ohio State, a little bit different story, right? First half of Northwestern. So this has been actually a breath of fresh air today. And they play like this, sure, they can make a run the tournament. Come on, be there. Yes! Michigan player falls down. Terrence finds Coleman. A dunk. Doesn't it feel good to emote? That felt good. Now, Michigan's in danger here. Sincere's on Doug McDaniel. Remember, Michigan with 1 timeout. And I would imagine Juwan saying, hey, you just got to play through it, guys, because I got to save that for late in the game. So I'd love Illinois to force their hand here and make them take this timeout. Great defense so far with 8 left on the shot clock. Doug McDaniel's going to have to hoist one. The 3 is up, and it's off the front. Luke Goody with the board. This is a chance, ladies and gentlemen, for Illinois to extend this lead. Ty Rogers brings it across. You know the stadium's ready to erupt. Be there, Ty. Finish, baby. Woo! Oh, my God. Take the timeout now, Juwan. Take it, baby. You got to take it. Don't you? This is going to be – no, they aren't. 9-point Illinois lead with 13:11 to go. Come on, baby. Get another stop, and let's stretch this out. Michigan offense, at the moment, out of sorts. Finish this defensive stop. This is going to be Hawkins. This is going to be Doug McDaniel. Over 2, Jet Howard. The 3, they're going to – no foul call. Hey, this is going to be Hunter. Hunter's up and good, and, hey, no fouls called. I'm surprised if Jet fell like that, there wasn't a flop warning. I also thought there might have been contact. But regardless, Illinois still up 7 here and in a good spot with 12:43 to go. Love the defensive energy. Terrence is taking it to the rim. Up and good. Wow. God dang, it has to be electric in there. Terrence has 9. I know he's 1 for 8 from the field, but he is making things happen tonight. Way to go, Terrence. Finishing at the rim when it matters most with 12:25 to go. 52-43. Doug McDaniel with the ball. Michigan trying to get under this 12-minute timeout. Get a stop here would be huge. But Hunter on Coleman. Sincere with the help. This is Hunter. It is up, and it is going to be on the floor? Is it on the floor? I think it is, right? That's a break. Oh, man. I'm alive. So you're playing Michigan. It's a rival. I want to win this damn game. Sincere has 3 fouls. I imagine he'd have to take a quick seat. RJ comes in. Terrence takes a seat. No, Sincere's staying out there. 12:15 to go. So he's still on Doug McDaniel. We got Buffkin inbounding. Rogers on him. This is going to be Doug McDaniel with 17 on the shot clock. Looking for... Okay, so Michigan rotates it around. This is going to be a foul on Coleman. And he went straight up. It looks like that was contact initiated by Michigan. So hopefully this is a ball don't lie situation. And number 5, whose name escapes me. Is this Terrence Williams the 3rd? I think so. If he misses the first, you know it's going to go ballistic in there. Man, love the energy tonight, though. Alani Brickle says Terrence looks hurt. I mean, wouldn't that be our lot in life? He grimaced a little bit there. Hopefully it's just a stinger or something. Williams the 3rd with the free throw, up and good. Okay, so Michigan down 8. They've been in worse situations, I think, in this run they've had. You know that they have weapons. I like the way Illinois is playing. I don't know if you could have completely put them away because you're shorthanded yourselves, but you want to keep them at arm's length here. And Williams makes both. Okay, so it's back to a 7-point Illinois lead with 12:07 to go. Illinois 13 for 17 from the line. Michigan 11 for 14, so pretty even. And both teams making them. Got to get across the timeline, though. Sincere does. And he's trying to take a baseline. Back up to Coleman. Over to Meyer. Top of the perimeter. This is RJ. 6 fouls on Michigan, 5 on Illinois. So free throws will be big down the stretch. RJ trying to drive it on Terrence Williams, and he gets the foul. So already Illinois will be in the bonus. RJ will come out of the timeout to shoot 2. Hey, here's the thing. Can you make a run? Kenton had asked the question earlier. He said what Robbie Hummel had said earlier today. Was it today, Kenton, or maybe earlier? But this notion that you're going to lose in the first round or make an Elite Eight, I mean, it could be, that's how wide the range is. And I tend to disagree with that because you can't make the 3. Kind of hamstrings you. But is it too, the Northwestern second half, and I know three-pointers were a big part of that, but it was really the defense that created everything. I would like to say that somehow, some way, this team could very quickly find an identity in these last few weeks. That identity being attack the rim, just relentlessly attack the rim, and elite half-court defense. And if you can do that, sure, you can make a run. Again, I'm very leery of that, Kenton. I think that they can get one win in the tournament, and I'm not thinking on much more than that. Hence why this game feels important, because in a season that started off with a couple big milestones, the fun moments have been few and far between since. And this is, despite Michigan being on the bubble, would still be for us, and given the rivalry, if it would feel like a marquee win. So from a fan's perspective, I just want that fun of beating Michigan. I want to start with that, right? And I don't think, no matter what happens in this game, it's going to change my expectations for what they may or may not do in March. Well, in the tournament, because it is March 2nd. I'm reluctant to be excited about that, but I want to be excited about tonight, if that makes sense. This is from Ryan. Loving their three-point shot selection tonight. Got to keep defense honest, but drive. And Ryan, isn't that it? I mean, it was the pump fake from Coleman, which often this year has not worked, but it actually worked beautifully there on that baseline dunk. And Kenton said it was on Tuesday on Robbie Hummel's podcast. He said Illinois is allergic to driving the ball. Sometimes they are. I mean, the Ohio State game, they were. That can be a fair criticism, and whatever they knocked into its head, it's like, guys, if it's not Matthew Meyer and maybe Terrence twice, don't shoot the 3. And is that a winning recipe? It's more of a winning recipe than launching up 26. Terry says, win this game. It'll take a lot of pressure off heading to Purdue. Terry, as off as Purdue has been, you aren't winning that game. It's just, it ain't happening. And I would love to come back to the soundbite and look like a fool, but that ain't happening. Purdue has went through their swoon. I don't think they're a Final Four team, but they're still a really damn good team. They'll get a 2 seed probably at this point, and it's at Mackey. I don't know if they have any seniors graduating. I mean, do they really? I mean, Gillis? Edey is not technically a senior, or if he is, he's got eligibility left. So, yeah, but you got to win tonight. I think if you want to feel good, right, if you're looking at feel-good opportunities remaining, it is this game, Purdue, Big Ten tournament run, not just one win on a Thursday, and NCAA tournament run, not just first-round win. And to me, you stack all those together, and this is still the one that can carry the most punch to it, right? Because this is a game that matters, and this is a rivalry that matters. And I want to, at least, if all is said and done this year and you just kind of peter out, okay, well, that sucks. But at least maintain, when you've lost to Iowa and you've lost to Indiana twice and you got blown up by Missouri, at least maintain this, is my thought process. So, RJ at the line here. The first one's up and good. And somehow in all his shooting struggles has managed to maintain a pretty good free throw percentage, I think around 80 maybe. So it is back to an 8-point lead for Illinois. 7 fouls on Michigan, 5 on Illinois. The second one's up and good. Illinois is, 16 for 19 from the line tonight? Or 15 for 19? Really good percentage. So here we go. 11:40 to go. Sincere still in there with 3 fouls on Doug McDaniel. The idea is you disrupt the guy setting up their offense. Jet Howard trying to get some contact on RJ, taking it baseline, and that is way off. And that was tremendous defense from RJ and a good no call on a little forearm shiver there. It could have been, I've seen that called a block sometimes. So the refs are, even though they blow the whistle quite a bit, I feel like they're only really calling the obvious fouls. And it is a physical game. This is going to be tied, trying to take it to the rim. Oh, just misses. Would have put Illinois up 11. 9-point lead. Illinois does get back on defense. Stops the transition. 11 minutes to go. This is Kobe Buffkin going right. That's from the elbow, and I'll give him that. That does not bother me. that particular shot. They needed that in the worst way, and they got it. So it's back to a 7-point lead. Darn it. Would like to see Ty finish that. We have missed a few around the rim tonight, but we keep going to the rim, and I like it. RJ almost loses the ball but keeps it. Over to Ty, who's looking to drive it, but no. Instead, he gets it to Coleman Hawkins. Coleman back to Ty. That left side of the court's open. Finish, Ty. Up and in. He is such a beast, man. I freaking love Ty Rodgers. Should have got that jersey earlier this year. Damn it. I love this kid. 10 points, says Bobo, on 5 of 7 shooting tonight for Ty. Just a tough kid. Great defender and starting to find an offensive game. Ain't a shooter, but he finds his way to the rim, and that's all you need. This is going to be Terrence Williams III, driving it right on Meyer. It is up and in. You can't let that. Don't let him get to that spot. 10 minutes to go. Illinois in the first 10 minutes of this half has extended the lead by 5 points to 7. 7 fouls on Michigan. Plenty of free throw opportunities for Illinois if they want it. This is Ty. He's going to go one-on-one against Terrence Williams III. He's going to try to take it himself, and they're going to call a charge. I don't like that call at all. He just flopped. I agree, Lewis. That's bull crap. That is the first foul call I look at in a while and say that was ridiculous. I feel like the last few minutes have been okay with officiating. Don't want to complain about it. But first off, he was basically on the circle. Ugh, whatever. That's just weak sauce. But hey, Seth Greenberg told us this is a Final Four crew. Thanks, Seth. I had to listen to him all night. I don't understand the Seth Greenberg experience, but that's a story for another pod. I'm focused on the game. Kobe Buffkin going right. This is going to be from the baseline. No, over to Hunter. Low pass. So Hunter back to Kobe. Buffkin now around the free throw line, and they're going to call a foul on RJ. RJ's frustrated as Michigan's running into us. What the hell? RJ justifiably ticked off there. As I watch this, that's a foul on Buffkin. Extended his arm out, and he's flailing around like a freaking idiot. So hopefully this is a ball don't lie situation, and hopefully we get a makeup call after this. Because that is a potential 4-point swing if he makes these. Oh, he hurt his finger. Get your ass back out there, kid. Jesus Christ. What a terrible call. Yeah, not easy now, Underwood, says Kenton. Hopefully not the time for a tee, but it's okay to get in the ref's ears a little bit on this. He's walking back towards the other end of the bench to get a breather here. That's just bad calls, and I can imagine right now it's very loud in the State Farm Center with boos, as it should be. All right. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. He's got 4 fouls. Now, that should have just been a no call, I think. Just contact, let it go. But he extended his arm. So, 6-point game. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You see, if I sit here and I think there was an opportunity for Illinois to blow this open, I don't know. With the way this is played, I don't feel like Illinois has necessarily missed their opportunity to put their foot on their neck. I don't know if this Illinois team, as constructed tonight against this Michigan team, was going to win by 15. Not trying to find a cop-out for them, but yeah, that layup could have went in for Ty if they didn't call the foul. Okay, sure, you could be up. But I don't think you were going to necessarily extend it more than 8, 9 points. Now, this is a mini run by Michigan. You got to absorb the punch, and you got to punch back. This is going to be Terrence trying to take it himself. He gets the steal from Dane, back out to Sincere. Sincere trying to take it to the rim. Up and no good. Oh, God. You got to finish at the rim, guys. You got to finish at the rim. This is going to be Buffkin. Danger zone here with 8:48 to go. Illinois' offense missing a few bunnies. And again, love that you get to the rim, but Kenton, this is why, sure, they could adopt this identity, and I still wouldn't feel like they're going to make a run now. There's just limitations to it. Kobe Buffkin up and good. He had a hand in his face, but you still got to contest more than that. It's a 2-point game, and Illinois' got to respond here. Getting a little scary. All right. Illini Brickroll says, Brad rationing timeouts for Y2K again. Yeah, we have 3 timeouts left. So with the 2 media timeouts at 8 and 4, I guess you're really just saving him. This is going to be Dane, who loses it off his foot, and he's just doing stupid crap. What the hell was that? Well, this might not be good. Doug McDaniel going left, going into the lane. He almost loses it, but instead it's going to be Baker. Baker back to Doug. with Sincere on him. This is Kobe Buffkin, wants to shoot the three again. Terrence didn't get up in him. He makes the three. Get in his freaking face. 2 veterans in a row, Coleman Hawkins and Terrence Shannon, don't get in his face. What the hell are you doing? That pisses me off. God damn it. Get in his face. Standing there like, what the hell? Let him go and try to take the 2. He's got 4 fouls. Force the issue. Maybe try to draw a charge. Instead, you don't even get up in his grill. You let him shoot that right in front of you. Twice. Freaking veterans. Boy, is this a hard team to like. Just when you start liking them, they pull stupid crap like this. It's very frustrating. I do need to walk towards the tunnel. That's bull crap. All this goodwill. Hey, they're playing hard. And then 2 possessions in a row. The one guy that can get red hot for Michigan, you don't even really get a hand in his face. Coleman didn't contest that. Terrence didn't contest it. Terrence doesn't contest anything, I don't think, on defense. You want to be a 3-and-D guy in the NBA? Actually play defense. I don't think I've seen him do that for months now. Yeah, he's had 2 transitions today. There were a couple good steals. Playing the passing lane. Well, sometimes you actually just got to play man-to-man defense. Keep your freaking guy from shooting a 3 in your face. That's the one guy that can beat you. Unbelievable. Jekyll and Hyde team, you're right, Terry. In the same freaking half, Jekyll and Hyde. Why? Because the veterans. I excuse this from Ty and Sincere, except they aren't playing stupid. It's the same freaking veterans, game in, game out, that are doing this crap and sucking the fun out of what could have been a fun season because you just cannot count on them. It's very frustrating. So, fine, yeah, let Kobe Buffkin freaking beat you. That just pisses me off. 200 level brought to you by DP Dough. Online at dpdough.com. If you need to chill out with a delicious hot calzone, let DP Dough deliver a piping hot calzone to your doorstep. That's dpdough.com. Now, Lewis, they were momentum-changing foul calls. I don't disagree with that, but you still got to play the possession after that, right? I mean, it sucks, and we would potentially look back at that, but what I'd look back at more is 2 consecutive threes from Kobe freaking Buffkin, who has been playing like an all-Big Ten caliber player the last 3 weeks. God damn it, man. It's the same. It's the same. So, yeah, Kenton, to answer your question, no, they aren't making a run. And I'm going to watch. We'll see what they do, but oh, God. Sometimes they make me just more excited for the offseason so I can start dreaming about what next year's team will not be, which is to say maddening. Freaking maddening. Oh. But fortunately, there's a cute dog on the TV eating a shoe. I love dogs. Dogs are great. Dogs are good. Think about the pleasant things in your life. The people that said on Twitter yesterday that I'm kind of an asshole, they might be right. I don't know. But it's just, God. You know what's frustrating? Like, hey, veterans, this means something to us. It means something beyond you, right? Meaning, this is a rivalry, and it seems like in most of the rivalry games, when it comes down to, like, closing time, who's not closing for you? I'm not going to ask Ty Rodgers and Sincere Harris to be our closers. Jaden Epps has done it more than some of these veterans have. Terrence did it against Northwestern. It was amazing. He doesn't even need to do that, though. Just defend and start with that. It's amazing what good defense can lead to. That's what led to you getting a 9-point, was it 11-point lead at one time? And unfortunately, it's crap defense that led them getting the lead right back. Illinois with the ball, 7:33 to go. They have 2 timeouts left. Michigan has 1. Terrence with the ball over to Sincere. Ty hopefully getting his last breath of the game because you need him in there. This is Terrence. He loses the handle over to Coleman, who picks up his dribble. We got 5 on the shot clock. Kobe Buffkin tries to keep Terrence in front of him, and Terrence gets blocked. He wants the foul, but now a transition opportunity for Kobe Buffkin. Coleman has to stop him, which means that Meyer is on Hunter, and we might have a bit of a mismatch down here as you see Coleman go back down. Kobe Buffkin over to Doug McDaniel. Doug McDaniel wants it. No, he doesn't take it. Back down to Hunter, who is going to get the foul on Meyer. And Lewis, hey, hands in his face. You're right. You got to contest it. Those were not contests. Now, Ryan says a textbook hook and hold. If only we would be so lucky. But we got what now? The media timeout. God damn it, guys. I am so freaking annoyed. I am so annoyed. And I want to be clear for nuance's sake. You're making the tournament, and by all accounts, you could lose out and you're still getting the first four or whatever it is. So that is a vast improvement over the John Gross era. I admit that wholeheartedly. But you factor in not reaching the lofty expectations. It is fair for someone to say, Carp, maybe part of the problem is you were way too high in this team early. That is totally fair. I thought this team was scary good. And I was wrong. However, it didn't need to go from one pendulum all the way over to the other side, where a team that really should be, 21-9, borderline top 25. Well, they aren't borderline top 25 anymore. They really aren't. And there has been a measurable decline in February. For the first time in the Underwood era, we're seeing a decline when it matters most. Now, regardless of what happens in this game, and I still want to win this freaking game by 1 point, by a half point, if such a thing existed. I don't care. I want to win this game. But optimistically looking forward to next year, we could say, okay, Underwood's going to learn what he needs to look for in the transfer portal because he's still got to use it next year. And as far as roster construction, maybe he learned a few lessons this year. That could totally be true. And we look back on this as just kind of a blip. But sitting here in the moment, is it not frustrating? Again, I don't need them to be great. I think that ship sailed with their slump in late December and then the loss at Northwestern. We knew at that point greatness is probably not going to happen. But then they have the January, and you think, okay, well, we maybe kind of solidified things. And albeit that was a weaker schedule. But now you are just not very good. You aren't. And the energy's been there tonight. But now the stupid is starting to creep up again. And the stupid is creeping up from your vets. Is that not frustrating? Is it just not sometimes too much? Too much tumult for a program that in year 6 should just feel a little more stable. You got a bunch of new guys, but the new guys you got were older. And instead, you just kind of got this erratic mess that is practically a lot of fun and periodically makes you want to pull your hair out. So 7 minutes to go, Hunter Dickinson at the line, and yeah, you can still win this game. Duh, you can win this game. Bobo says they received no votes in the poll for the first time this season. Yeah, they aren't a top 25 team. Ken Pom has them down to 36 now. And probably right. Michigan right now all the way up to 43, and they've been creeping up, and you're creeping down. So this is a very even matchup. Hunter Dickinson from the line, it's up and no good. That's a big miss with 6:52 to go. And we don't have much time left in this game, so we'll know in the next 20 minutes probably who wins. Though the fouls have kind of ground this thing to a halt. Not a crazy number of fouls, but it's creeping up there. Hunter misses the second, and Illinois does not get the board. But they do get lucky with out of bounds from Michigan. Again, who was down there to get the board? I saw Terrence, Coleman, and Meyer unable to corral that. Oh, and chicken nugs. I forgot, Kenton. I'm sorry. I forgot about the chicken nugs. So at least... Now, Dane has 3, and I don't know if you're going to see him back out there. I think you do have to go small. And what, Terrence has some blood maybe? Well, sorry for the dead air. So Terrence is wiping something off, so it must have been blood. Cannot tell. 6:49 to go. It's just, oh my God. Jay says these refs suck. Well, they have. In the last few minutes, they have. Oh, I see. Alana Brickle says maybe food or drink from the person he ran into. That could be. Hopefully no Crush members threw a beer on the floor tonight. I'm hoping not. Okay, 6:49 to go. Illinois down 1, So Michigan goes on their run. They take the lead again, but plenty of time here for Illinois. But who is going to shoot it for you? I like the lineup, though. Sincere, Ty, Coleman, Meyer, Shannon. And I kind of feel like you got to go with this the rest of the way. This is Matthew Meyer getting the pick from Coleman. He wants a 3 with Hunter on him. Oh, God. He's trying to ISO, and he makes it. It's a hell of a finish, Matthew. Jesus. You know, he's got handles like a guard. So he's playing pro. I know he's playing pro, and he's been fine tonight. I mean, really, 14 points, 5 of 11. That's pretty good. Pretty good. 3 threes. This is going to be a take from Baker, and it's off of Matthew Meyer, they say, who knocked it away from Baker. God, it would be nice if you get Kobe Buffkin's 5th. I don't know how or what way, but, you know, he's clearly playing loose on defense, which I think I'll need to see the next defensive possession if they're putting him on Shannon. And if so, you just say, Shannon, go. Get his 5th. This is going to be Buffkin. Try to break down Shannon from the baseline. That's great defense. Exactly. Nice. Thank you, Terrence. 6 minutes to go. It is a 1-point Illinois lead. Sincere trying to force the issue, but brings it back. Is he trying to go right? No, he's trying to go baseline. And he doesn't get it, but it's going to be tipped back out to Illinois. Oh, come on. Matthew Meyer wants the 3. No, he doesn't. He's trying to drive it. He finds Sincere. He kicks it back out to Ty. Over to Matthew Meyer, who wants the 3. Does he? He gets fouled? Yes. That was legit. No flop on that. Way to go, Matthew. I mean, Reed with a silly foul, but that was, again, Ty Rodgers keeping that play alive because Ty Rodgers is my hero. And you're right, Bobo. I don't know what it is. Now, this was, Reed did, that's a foul. It is. But it is shrewd playing by Meyer. He's making sure his body's out there. He doesn't do the leg kick that's super obvious. First free throw's up and good. Shooter's roll. Wait, you say Buffkin only has 2 fouls, Ryan? That's crazy. But yeah, I think that Meyer is just shrewd about it and not doing the Reggie Miller leg kick to its fullest extent. That was some body, so he got the call there. So Illinois back up 3 with 1 more free throw coming as we're making the Matthew Meyer Monster energy drink. Listen, the kid's playing well tonight, so that's fine. It is a distraction that who cares when he's playing this well. He makes all 3. Monster free throws, and Illinois up 4. Coleman fronting Doug McDaniel. So here we go. 5:40 to go. 8 fouls on both teams. This is Doug McDaniel looking for Baker. He's driving it, and what the hell? Ah, darn it. Put back by Hunter. I mean, Baker almost made that. It would have been a heck of a finish. Hunter, though, tips it in. His 15th point of the night. It's a 2-point game. 5:15 to go. Here's Matthew Meyer. I mean, closing time. You got to go with the guys that can make shots here. He's trying to go for another 3, maybe. He's got Reed on him. Keeps his dribble alive. He kicks it over to Coleman. Coleman trying to drive it into the lane. A little hook shot is no good. Oh, hell yes. R.J. Melendez with the Johnny-on-the-spot tip over to Ty. Coleman almost gets the steal on a nice effort on the inbound. Illinois' back up 4. R.J. looking alive, playing great minutes tonight. Wow. This is going to be Baker. The 3, no good. It's short. And Illinois with a break opportunity here. They got 3 on 2. If they want it, does R.J. want it? He takes it himself. Oh, God. No foul called. Trying to force the issue. Maybe a little bit too much. But, way to go, Coleman. Stops the ball there. Knocks it out. Playing with it. I can't see. My frustration earlier was those 2 threes. But I cannot criticize. It ain't effort tonight. That's not the problem. They were playing their ass off. TV guys saying it's off Michigan. They can't review it, though, I don't think. Right? So, let's see here. RJ. I got spun out of his shoes a little bit, but he recovers. Doug McDaniel from the free throw line. That's a great defense. Freaking great defense, RJ. Running his ass off around the picks. This is going to be Terrence. Finds RJ. Oh, God, the crowd was thinking he might, but he does get fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. RJ Melendez looking alive, and boy, if you're trying to think long-term, is there a bigger variable than RJ going forward? He's got the defensive piece back. He's got the 2-pointer kind of back, at least if it's a dunk. And a big opportunity here, 1-for-1, or 1-and-1 opportunity for RJ. So we got 4:09 to go. It is a 4-point Illinois lead. Yeah, only reviews within 2 minutes, right, Bobo? Free throws up and good. Wow, RJ. How many points does he have tonight? I mean, he has to have 7 or 8. His second free throw about to come up here. 4:09 to go. He makes both. RJ Melendez, 7, says Illini Brick Girl. All right, here we go. 6-point lead. You know the State Farm Center is absolutely bananas right now. Great recovery from Illinois after going down 1. They were down 59-58. It's a quick 7-0 run to go back up 6. Doug McDaniel trying to work through the screen. He does. This is going to be Hunter Dickinson with a little bit of help. Matthew Meyer gets his hand on it, and the shot is up, and they wanted the goaltend. They don't get it. That should have been a goaltend. How was that not a goaltend? Don't get a T now. I mean, that's bull crap, no doubt. But get a makeup call now. If you get contact, you will get a foul called on Michigan. There's going to be Ty on Hunter. Oh, God, don't do it to him, Ty. I think my brain would explode like the scene in Scanners. Okay. We got Coleman. Oh, my God, be there, RJ. Wow. RJ Melendez with the 3. Is he back? That's incredible. RJ Melendez, man. Good for him. He's playing his butt off today. That's a double-digit game when it matters most from the sophomore who had struggled so mightily. This is Kobe Buffkin from the baseline. They're going to call a foul and 1. Meyer, gosh darn it, man. Let him have it. And you might be saying, Carp, you were getting all pissed off they didn't have a hand in his face. But baseline 2, you can afford that when you're up 7. Buffkin a chance to bring within 4. But, man, dude, RJ Melendez. Now, Ryan, that might have been a flop. Who knows? Was it a flop? You guys might have seen that. But RJ Melendez, holy crap, dude. Good for him. I'm so freaking happy for that kid. I mean, wow. Like, you feel it to your core. You're happy for this dude who had the yips for that long. Wow, man. That's so cool. 12 from Ty, 10 from RJ. They have been huge tonight, Bobo. You're absolutely right. And you say Big Toto, that was a total flop? And the ref was right there. Now, question for you guys, because they didn't really show the replay, I don't think. Was it a goaltend by Hunter? My first glance said it was. But, yeah, you were not getting home cooking tonight, man. It's just something. They're right there. So they missed a goaltend. They may have missed a flop. The guy's right there. There needs to be a makeup call coming. But I don't know. You might have to just do it yourself. So I'm guessing this will be a 4-point game with 2:50 to go, or 2:30, however much left here, when they get back from the timeout. No pressure. Ugh. Thank God this game's at 6, because if it were an 8 o'clock game, ends at 10:10, after all this energy and intensity, I wouldn't be asleep until midnight. So let's think of my lucky stars. This is an early start. A couple years ago, it was another early start on a Thursday night against Michigan at Chrysler Arena, maybe a Tuesday. And to be quite honest, it might have been March 2nd, 2021, when Io, you found out about an hour and a half before the game, Io could not go. And I remember that game starting and thinking, well, what the hell? Let's just see what they do. And you got good Andre Curbelo that night. You got unconscious Trent Frazier. Everybody was just clicking. And Illinois smokes Michigan. Smokes them. One of my favorite regular season games, to be honest, because I remember, March is hit. At that time, you thought, okay, well, we could, make a run. Unfortunately, we didn't. But as far as regular season highlights go, that Michigan win a couple years ago was up there. Scott, you're on Eastern time, huh? Was that the cash money game, Ryan? I thought that was the game at Indiana that went into overtime or double overtime. And you ended up with Curbelo and Kofi helping you win that game. All right, well, we're coming down to it, everybody. Oh, Eric, you watched that. Yeah, Curbelo was amazing in that game. Curbelo jumping on Underwood. Curbelo is going to be forever one of the what could have beens. And breaks my heart because I absolutely loved his freshman year. Even when he was off, it was not the same as when he was off his sophomore year. And I do worry about what happened to his head because his erratic behavior goes beyond on the court. He's just been erratic off the court this year too, and that's a damn shame because, God dang, he was good. So what could have been for Illinois, but what could have been for him most importantly. So there's UCLA, the team you beat a while ago. I think they're 4th in the country. Wow, yeah, 4th in the country. That win looms large for Illinois while they are not on the bubble, right? Same with Texas. And Michigan needs this game. So a big free throw coming up for Kobe Buffkin. You got 2:58 to go. I'm guessing they did stand up and shout or they did Unleash the Fury, which might be my favorite video. I know for certain that it's Trevor's favorite video. Who doesn't love Tom Green? I grew up with him. Kobe Buffkin gets his 20. Nope, he does not. He missed it. That's a big miss. So still a 5-point game for Illinois. And it's still a little early to bleed the clock, I feel, but don't rush it either. So Matthew Meyer with the ball, 20 on the shot clock. He's going right off the screen. Coleman pump fakes the 3 back to Meyer. Meyer's going to get a pick. No, he's going to get a pick right. He's got read on him. He's trying to snake through. Up, no good, but he is going to get the – no, Illinois is going to get the board. And Terrence gets fouled by Jet Howard. Now, here's the key. Double bonus for Illinois. And you're right, Jacob. Offensive rebounds, and they're coming at a high frequency now, Jacob. They really are. And it's tip-outs, it's hustle. And that sounds so cliche. I don't want to do the John Gross toughness, togetherness. I don't want to do that. But this team has played tough tonight. They really have. Terrence makes his first 6-point lead. 2:35 to go. You're getting down to it now, or if you can make this and get a stop, then time starts kind of running out for Michigan. RJ, rightfully, in the game here in closing time, the way he's playing. 69-63. That one's up. It's good. Shooters roll. Terrence has only missed 1 free throw tonight. So the ball isn't going in from the field for him, but he's making a count from the line. 9 for 10. That's pretty incredible. So 2:30 to go. Jet over to Doug McDaniel. Michigan playing with some urgency on offense. This is Hunter Dickinson, top of the key. This is going to be Meyer fighting through that. This is now Doug McDaniel, top of the perimeter. Hunter working on Coleman. No foul. I'll give him that from the free throw line. This is going to be Doug McDaniel resetting with 5 seconds to go. Terrence tries to get the steal, and it's no good, and they're going to call. Unbelievable. Oh, no, shot clock violation. What are they going to do here? Shot clock violation? Goaltend against Hawkins. Now, is it under 2? And I don't know if they can even review it. That's not a goaltend. Now, here's the thing. I don't think it's under 2. Is it? Isn't it like 2:10? God, these refs do suck. I don't want to play that role, but they suck. They have gifted Michigan quite a few. So, hey, beat them anyway. 5-point lead for Illinois. 1:50 to go now. 12 on the shot clock. Meyer. He wants it. He's taking it to the rim. And a no foul. That's just unbelievable. 1:40 to go. Doug McDaniel trying to take it. He resets. Kobe Buffkin probably going to take it himself. Looking for Hunter. Ties on him. He needs some help. And it's good. It is a 3-point game, so this is the possession right here that matters. Well, when Jeremy will make a comment about refs, it has been bad, yes, because he is as even-keeled as they come. And Matt did get fouled. That's crazy, man. The whistles are, it's ridiculous. Final Four crew, right, Seth Greenberg? Jesus. And you're right, Kenton. Somehow Juwan has made it through this half without using that timeout. Damn, I was really hoping for a Chris Webber repeat, but I don't think we're going to get that. 1:13 to go with 22 on the shot clock. I think you need to I think it's Terrence time. I really do. I think on senior night, you got to go with the one you trust getting to the basket the most. And I know he struggled from the field, but he is drawing fouls. And for the love of God, don't you need to get some home cooking here? Don't you need to get some home cooking? Women's game just started. They're playing, Rutgers, right, in the women's tournament tonight. We'd like to see them make a run. I think they're pretty much in the tournament. which, again, is pretty incredible. Shauna Green, amazing. And you're right, Jacob. Just take it to the hoop. So let's see what happens here. 1:13 to go. No pressure, kids. No pressure. I mean, just terrible officiating, though. I will admit. But I want to try to withhold any more criticism of that until the game's over. With 1:10 to go, here's Terrence. He's going to try to take it himself. Good help there from Michigan. And Terrence loses it, and they're going to say it's out of bounds on him. Man. Now, here's the question. Was it out on Michigan? Because they can review this under 2. No, that's on Terrence. Yep. All right. 1 minute to go. Got to get a stop. Whew. 55 to go. They're going Hunter here to get 2 because there's still a minute to go. So Hunter working, and this is going to be Jet Howard for 3. It's good. And we got a tie game with 47.1. Wow. All right. 41 to go. Is Illinois going to call timeout? I think if nothing's working, they will. But this is it. Nope. Underwood calls his play. He's not going to let Michigan get set. Michigan and Illinois each with the timeout. This is Terrence. And here we go. God, please take the lead. Please. Terrence trying to snake his way through. He finds RJ, who gets blocked. Michigan with a chance to win. Oh, boy. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this would be rough. You got to hope Michigan does something stupid. You've got to hope they do something stupid. And, man, you know, it's refs. It's that Michigan has playmakers. They got, they got 2 NBA guys themselves, and Jet Howard and Kobe Buffkin, that are making shots. So now you got to want to get to overtime, and they're going to go Hunter. You got to go Hunter at this point, right? Problem is that inside-out action, if you got to double Hunter. I'm guessing that Illinois will take their final timeout after they see the set, or maybe they save it. I don't really know how much good that does to take the timeout. But, Jacob, you're right. 2 goaltending calls that loom large. And Eric says directly responsible for 4 points. But King Abbott, you know, that's the thing, right? You got to finish the games, but I am torn here. I don't want to do the ref thing. I try so hard to avoid it, but it does matter in this one. And now you got to make a stop. You just have to. And there were moments that, you know, Illinois, they missed some shots at the rim. Oh, man. It's just this would suck because ain't a question of effort or energy or any of that. No, it is not. And before just in case something bad happens, I got to let you know, DPDO online at dpdo.com for all the best deals and prices. Order online at dpdo.com. Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, your home's best friend, a winter sale where you get a Lennox home comfort system. You'll get either a $500 Visa gift card or a free water heater. And finally, State Farm agent Brian Hansen online at brianismyguy.com. Life, auto, home, business, renters, brianismyguy.com. 15 to go. Illinois not calling a timeout. And this is going to be inbounded. So Doug McDaniel has some space here. He's got 10 to go. He's looking for Hunter. This is going to be Hunter on Coleman. Hunter up and no good. It's going to be a rebound. How is there no foul called? We got fouled there at the end. Great no call on them, but did we get fouled on the rebound? God, I'm not trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, but there was... All right, we're going to overtime. Gosh darn it. King Abbott, why did we not use our timeout? I don't know. I do not know. I mean, you don't get the half-court thing. So you would have had to pull an Andy Kaufman, and that doesn't happen very much. But, yeah, Coleman, great point. Benjamin Yates, it was great defense by Coleman. It really was because he was on an island there, and he did get help at the very end. But, gosh darn, man. Well, frustrating finish of the half, chance to win it. Yeah, make it dramatic win. Win in overtime. What the hell, right? Women up 10-6, so that's good to see. Scott's pouring another. Was it 4 roses for you, Scott? Is that right? Someone else said. No, Mike had 4 roses. So what are you drinking, Scott? Andrew asked if we'll miss this in a few months, right? If they win, you're right. That sounds so simplistic, but I think there's been enough paper cuts this year where I'm a little tired of paper cuts. Win would be a sense of relief and happiness combined. But the way this season's gone, almost more relief in a weird way. And you're right, Jacob. Ty got totally fouled on the rebound. Right? Scott with the Yingling. Because you are in Terre Haute, so you can get in Indiana. Lucky you. Very nice. Yeah, Big Toto says, I don't like going to OT. But, as Kenton says, what are we, 3-0 in OT this year? Well, let's see. It was the Texas game. Any other overtimes? I don't know. Have there been? All right, well, let's see. That was one, though, Kenton. I mean, that's the only one I can think of, though. I don't think we've had OT in the Big Ten or any other non-conference game. Okay, so Michigan will start. 70-all. Here we go. 4:52 to go. Doug McDaniel. Over 2, Jet Howard. Open 3. It's good. Matthew just in no man's land. I don't know, man. He's going to have to get that back. Jet Howard, big difference. 13 points in his return. Boy, oh boy, this would be a dud. And we get a foul on Jet Howard. So Matthew will go to the line to shoot 2. He's looking for a replay. You can't just grant a replay because they ask for it. Please. Am I right? Did Matthew get held up there? I don't know. But are they going to look at this crap? They're going to review it because they asked for it to be reviewed. This better be quick. This is just unbelievable. If there's something there, fine. If there is, there's not. So you get to just ask for a review now. What? You get to throw a flag on the court? Is that what we get to do now? I don't get it. I don't. Free timeout. Nice. Because they just do the wavy arm thing. It's a review. It's a review. So we need to do that too later. Keep that in mind, guys. Reviewed for a hook and hold. Yeah, sure. Well, keep that in your back pocket, Illinois, because you could use that later yourselves. All right, Matt at the line. Misses the first free throw. Jesus Christ. That's something else. Matthew going to the line for his second. Illinois 22 for 27 from the line tonight. 22 for 28. He misses both. Jesus Christ, Matthew. You're a freaking fifth-year senior. Give up the 3 to Jet, and then he missed both of your free throws. Bravo. Pisses me off. And I'm not going to mince words. I'm freaking tired of him. I really am. Hunter Dickinson on Coleman. Tough matchup. Hunter misses it. Coleman stepping up. Thank you, Coleman. Playing his butt off down there. Okay, so this is going to be Terrence. Trying to take it in himself. Nothing there. This is going to be RJ. I see RJ. He took one step to the baseline. Up and good. What a finish, RJ. 73 to 72. All right. We're going to need Meyer, though. He's going to need to make a shot here in overtime. You're going to need him. 1 point lead for Michigan with 3:50 to go. Come on now. This is Coleman again on Hunter. It's going to be one-on-one. Coleman, can he go right shoulder? He goes left shoulder up and easy in. That's tough. I don't know, man. Hunter's got 21 and 15. All right, here we go. This is Terrence. 3-point lead for Michigan. Every possession now just absolutely crucial. That three-pointer by Jet was just a killer. This is Coleman. Matthew coming across the screen. He misses the layup. It's going to be Ty, and he can't quite corral it. Well, you got to finish, and you got to make free throws, and that's it. That's just what you got to do, and he didn't. And he gave up the 3 to Jet Howard. This is going to be Hunter again. It's up and good. It is a 5-point lead for Michigan. And this is about to be an absolute killer on what has been a turd sandwich of a month. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. Just kind of depressing. And Rutgers loses at Minnesota. Wow. Well, ouch. What the hell, Rutgers? They have free fallen here. Yeah, I got nothing, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, this just sucks total ass. And it's not over yet, but at a certain point, yeah, the refs suck, but like don't let them go on an 11-2 run when it matters most. And I don't want to hear about youth or any of that. It's not the freshmen that are leaving their guys wide freaking open. So it's not. It's the same crap from your fifth-year seniors. 14-2 runs, said Jacob. So, News Gazette said, the transfers were successful in a headline. Well, they scored a lot of points this year. I'll give them that. But it's just the intangible factor is not there. So they got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to do something. Terrence from the free throw line makes it. Absolutely needed that with 2:30 to go. They got to get a stop. I mean, riding the roller coaster. Sorry, everybody, but I'm just riding this roller coaster. This is Doug McDaniel. Over to Jet. Coleman trying to get the steal. This is Hunter, and he's on one right now. So he is trying his best to get his first win against Illinois. 5-point lead for Michigan. 2:10 to go. I'm afraid we're just going to launch a 3 here. That's my fear. Yep. No good. Well, 1:50 to go. Sorry for the dead air. Michigan will go to the line to shoot 2. A season that I honestly just wish would end sometimes. This has been very trying, and I know it's the world's smallest violin for a team that will still probably make the tournament. I know we joke about, if they lose out. Well, if they lose out, they're going to be in the first 4. But you were unable to close it out against Michigan, and now they will be in the tournament. And I hate that you're going to enter an off season with probably more questions than answers, but that's the reality of it. And, I knew this would be a transition year, but I did not anticipate the roller coaster being this crazy. So let's see. We need kind of a miracle here. This is Terrence. Up and in and good, and it's an and 1. So it's a 5-point game. We'll go the line. But, and I agree, the refs suck, man. The refs absolutely suck, but there were still opportunities late. And I mean, think about the last offensive possession. You didn't even get a shot off. You just turned it over, and that eventually it just becomes a recurring pattern. I know it's frustrating for them too, but this has just been a trying year. It just has been. So it's a 4-point game with 1:38 to go. Got to get a stop. A turnover, something. You're going full court here. Jet Howard picks up his free throw, and he finds Hunter. And now, do you trap him? Hunter's at the half-court line, and he's trying to take it. They got a charge on Hunter with 1:24 to go. Oh, I'd love for Michigan to choke this away. I mean, Hawkins has been playing great. I mean, I can't say anything about Hawkins having to play defense against Hunter Dickinson. Yeah, and that is a foul on Hunter. All right, going the other way. Come on, just pull out a miracle. This has been such a freaking trying year. Terrence finds Ty. Up and under. It's a 2-point game with 1:10 to go. 1:05. Michigan with the ball. 1 minute exactly. You get a stop and you got a chance to win this. But you got to get a stop. Be ready to help Ty. RJ might have to sink in off a Jet, right? And a missed 3. Meyer gets the board. Thank God. Rotation didn't quite work there, but Illinois has a chance to tie it or take the lead with 40 seconds to go. 35 seconds to go. Coleman gets the pick. Terrence taking it to the hoop. Up and in and good. Chance to take the lead. Whoa. I'm just... I'm mentally spent, so I'm very happy, I assure you. It's not coming out, but I'm very happy. A chance to take the lead with 26.5 to go. Oh, my God. If there was one game to win, because I just don't know what other games are going to win. If there was one game to win, just do it tonight. Please, let it be tonight. I think we got a guy that fouled out, so a quick timeout, 2. And I hope to God, Kenton, that you can have a celebratory calzone from DP Dough online at dpdough.com. They deliver anywhere in Champaign-Urbana. Please, for the love of God, let it be a celebratory buffer zone from DP Dough. And Scott, it wasn't the effort. You know what I mean? Like, when I express my disappointment, it is the macro of the season and the lack of momentum and the lack of feel-good stuff in the last 2 months. It is the frustration, I think, with Meyer's performance late in this particular game. It is not the frustration with effort or energy, because it has been there all game, and you're underhanded, and I get that, and the refs have sucked. A free throw opportunity for Terrence. He misses it. Michigan, a chance to win. Please let them take a shot, or ill-advised shot early, please. 17, 16, 15 to go. This is going to be Doug McDaniel going right. Michigan does have one timeout, but it looks like Juwan's going to let him play here. This is going to be Doug McDaniel over to Baker. The 3 is up. It is no good. It's going to be a rebound for Sincere. Illinois' got about 2 seconds left. Be there. Oh, tie. You got to shoot. Tie. You got to shoot. Going to double overtime. Oh, I know, Scott. Oh, I know, yeah, I know. Oh, tie, baby. Just now, let's be real. Not a great shooter. So, I mean, again, but didn't we have a timeout? I thought we had a timeout. So Sincere gets the board, and a massive board against some trees down there. Oh, God, you know what sucks is RJ called for it. Ty's not a shooter. I mean, let's be honest. The chances of Ty making that shot were certainly better than RJ getting the ball and making it. That was a 0%. Ty making it would have been a 20%. I don't know. What would have made it really interesting is if Sincere would have floated it over Doug McDaniel. But here we go. Can we do, as Scott says, finish it? I'm thinking Mortal Kombat. Finish them. Finish Michigan. You know what I mean? Finish Michigan. Get the feel-good win at home. Everybody's tired. So Illinois is tired. Michigan's tired. That's a wash right now. It is. They're going the same 5 guys. They are not going to mess around with that, and that's okay. So, with that in mind, finish them, because then they got to go to Indiana on senior night for Trace Jackson Davis. Man, well, this is intense. I know it's not always the most, with the dead air, not always the most exciting podcasting, but we're being put through the ringer, right? I mean, we are. Okay, so this is going to be Hunter and Coleman for the tip. Hunter's got a couple inches, so just get the initial stop. Get the initial stop. Both teams in double bonus. Here we go. And Coleman tried to kind of jump that a little bit. Let's see, 4:50 to go. So this is going to be Kobe Buffkin on the right side. This is going to be now Terrence Williams III in there for them, not Baker. Kobe looking for the pick. He goes right. He's going to try to take it himself. He misses it, and this is going to be a rebound for Illinois. So they get the first stop, and that is a key difference from the first overtime. 81 all. All right. This is going to be 4:24 to go. RJ at the perimeter. Sorry for the lack of play-by-play. I'm just trying to gather myself. 4:18 to go. This is going to be Meyer. He wants it. Step back three. He makes it. Thank you, Matthew. God dang. I always believed. 84 to 81. 4:05 to go. Meyer's got 20. Michigan with the ball. Hunter Dickinson at the free throw line. This is going to be Kobe Buffkin going left. Now over to Jet Howard. Jet wants it, but no. Coleman comes up and helps. This is going to be Kobe Buffkin 3. It is no good. It's short. This is going to be a rebound for RJ. Break opportunity. This is going to be Meyer at the baseline. And he tries to take it up and in. Yes. All right. 5-point lead for Illinois. Let's go. Come on. Get a stop and stretch this lead. Let's freaking go. Let's win this freaking game and put Michigan away. 86 to 81. Put them away. Huge defensive possession. 3:25 to go. They're trying to get trying to get to Hunter with Coleman on him. They're going to call, man, that's a BS call. Hunter just flops. Just flops. And they won't review this unless maybe we do the dinky, stupid, like hand wave thing. They are reviewing it. Is it a hook and hold, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me it's a hook and hold. Please tell me it's a hook and hold. They're actually doing it, says Illini Brick Girl. Well, here we go. I mean, come on. Don't we need a freaking break from the officials? So Coleman's on him. I mean, it's not a foul. First off, I don't know if they're going to get a hook and hold. Exactly. And they won't call a flop. They can't review for that, I don't think. I mean, that's just unbelievably bad officiating. If you call this a foul, it's a foul on Hawkins. Yeah, if you called the first foul, yeah, I'm just got the closed captioning here, so I can't really see that. I mean, they can't really call that a flop now. That's absolute BS. And I think that's Alexander telling Coleman, that's enough. Coleman's ticked, as he should be, because that's not a foul. So we got to hope this is a ball don't lie situation here. Even 1 out of 2 doesn't kill you, right? As Big Toto says, ruck the Fefs. Yeah, this has been the worst officiated game I've seen this year. I will undoubtedly say that. Hunter makes the first. That's just very... It's just, where is our? I'm really trying to find the makeup call. I'm trying to. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Hunter makes both. Back to a 3-point game with 3:20 to go. That's just very maddening, though. Yeah, Final Four crew, Ken. That's right. That's what Seth Greenberg told us. All right, come on, Meyer. Back to the game. 3:10 to go. He's going to take it himself. He makes it. Jesus, Matthew. And he's asking for the foul, too. What are they going to call? Technical? And Michigan wants a review now. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, this is tricky, right? I mean, no. God. We're back in action. 3:05 to go. I don't know. Crazy. Okay, Doug McDaniel with the ball. He is looking for somebody. He goes over the pick. This is going to be Terrence Williams III looking for Hunter. Keep in front of you, Coleman. This is tough, I know. God dang. He gets in and gets what he needs there, so it's back to a 3-point game. 2:40 to go. 2:35 to go. Illinois ball. Team's running on fumes. Meyer feeling it at the moment. He wants this as well. He gets the seal from Coleman. Now the pick. Now he's telling them to clear out. Meyer, step back 3. I mean, and the no foul called here either. I mean, Coleman might have flopped a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know, chat thread. This is going to be Jet. Coleman gets in there. And a tie ball, it's going to be Illinois ball. Way to go, guys. Coleman knocks that loose. Jump ball, Illinois ball. Massive, massive stop. But this is I hate, you know what I hate about it? I hate when the refs become a narrative. And you guys know if you've watched these and listened to these, I withstand that with every fiber of my being. I really do. But I can't help it tonight. I can't. Okay, the women are up by 9 in their game, so there we go. And you're right, Scott, we got to score. 2:05 to go. Illinois with 2 timeouts. Michigan with 2 as well. Can we get a makeup call? I don't know what it looks like, but there's got to be one there, right? Okay. 2 minutes to go exactly. 2-minute warning. Every possession, absolutely crucial. Matthew Meyer looking for the pick from Ty. He gets it. He's going right. Step back 3. God, that looked good. I know that didn't. I know Kenton, but that looked good. That was in and out. Gosh darn it. Illinois recovers on D. Okay, so this is going to be Buffkin down to Coleman. Sorry, I keep saying Coleman. This is Hunter. Now over to Jet Howard for 3. The 3 is up. It is no good. A big miss. All right, so huge possession here to go up 2 possessions with a minute to go. You've got to attack the rim. So you're done with the 3s, right? We got to be done with the 3s. Okay. We have 1:20 to go. Illinois takes their first of 2 timeouts. Oh, boy, oh, boy. If you need to cool out, get a Lennox Home Comfort System from Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing. And when you do that, you can get either a $500 Visa gift card or a free water heater. Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, your home's best friend, 217-841-4728. Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Okay. Scott, yeah, no issues with coaching tonight. I mean, I think that you are maximizing what you have on the court. And the macro part of coaching, which is, I don't know, the motivational kind of part of it, really worked tonight. I mean, Michigan had more to play for than you did. Senior night aside, rivalry aside, and you have matched them every bit in terms of energy, if not surpassed them, I think, sometimes with energy. This is just a really good basketball game. I hate that the officials have found their way into the story here, but 2 teams that are incredibly even matched, even with the Illini undermanned. Illini Brickroll says 11-0 scoring run for the women. They're up 29-16. All right, let's make it a double, a 2 for tonight. 1:20 to go. Here is the inbound. Coleman will inbound it from the side. Terrence on the right elbow. He pops out. Okay, so Terrence with the ball. He's got Kobe Buffkin on him. 15 on the shot clock, 1:15 on the game. Matthew coming right. So Terrence has to reset the 5-second clock here on his defender. And he goes right. He looks for Matthew. Matthew 3 is up. God dang it, man. That was right there. I love that call. I do. I know it's like don't shoot the 3, but that is the kind of 3 you want. Catch and shoot, wide open. This is going to be Doug McDaniel. I get the feeling Michigan's going to be looking for a 3 as well. They got Hunter here. Once they try to ISO him, and it looks like they might. Come on, Coleman. This is tough. And he makes it. Oh, my God, they call the and 1. Let's see the foul. I don't know, man. I don't know. The whole game, you let them play physical, and then that's a foul. It's very frustrating. Free throw is up, and it's no good. Ball don't lie. Now, Michigan's going to play this out. There's a 12-second difference here. They're going to play it out. So you score, you win, pretty much. You just ISO this. I'm sorry. You just ISO this thing, and worst case, you get the foul, and then you have Michigan go on a crazy scrum to try to get theirs. Hunter pops out. This is going to be Terrence. Terrence 3 is up. It's off the rim, but Terrence will get the board. And a tug on the jersey from Jet with 10 to go. Oh, my God. Luck indeed, Kenton. Silly luck, but we were due. We certainly were. And Jet fouls out, meaning if you can make both, 3-point lead, and then you just defend the perimeter. You just defend the perimeter. So this is 2 shots for Terrence. He makes the first. These guys have got to be, their legs have got to be freaking jelly right now. Yeah, Bobo, you know me, man. I mean, do you foul? I think there's going to be a timeout after this. All right, 89-87. Terrence, second free throw, up. It's good. Timeout from Underwood. Yes, you foul. But the question is, right? I think you need to. Yeah, you're right, Ken. Perfect. Press and then foul because you need to knock some seconds off. You can't foul with 7 seconds to go, let's say. You got to foul the second they get over the timeline, meaning you got to force a good 5 or 6 seconds off of this. I mean, if there's one thing with Underwood that I like the most, it is his ability to macro adapt, meaning that certain things coaches like Izzo and guard are reluctant to do, the fouling when you're up 3. I get the feeling that Underwood is willing to adapt old school philosophies and say this is where the game's going. So Scott says with 4 seconds, I mean, here's the tricky thing, right? There's always the danger that you get them on a 3, but I think the idea is this. You just got to go balls to the wall full court press because I think ultimately they get loose in the full court press, then, yeah, you grab a jersey, you tug their wrist, whatever, with like 5 seconds to go, and you go with that. So let's see. I mean, this is Ryan says on TV they're saying foul under 5 seconds, so you got to get it to 5 seconds, right? Michigan's going to go fast, and you can't get caught with your pants down here. Jet fouling out is absolutely huge because that takes a shooter out of that. Now, that means that I think Baker is back in. Baker, Buffkin would be the guys to shoot it. I know Doug McDaniel hit one earlier. We have 2 timeouts for Michigan. I would imagine, see, they aren't going to call a timeout when they get across half court, right? I don't think. They have Hunter up here. So they got Doug McDaniel. This is RJ keeping him in front of them. Michigan calls a timeout with 6.3 to go. So they get across half court and they call the timeout. I agree that that's questionable, Kenton, because now you allow Illinois to set up their defense, put pressure on the inbounds on the side. Someone on Michigan, they can try catch and shoot, right? But no matter what, you would think they're going to have to be in a situation where they dribble. Now, Lonnie Brickell says they've been really good on inbounds. They certainly have. That's why they won the Wisconsin game. And, yeah, don't let that happen again. Now, there was only 2 seconds left on that. I'm okay fouling them with 4 or 5 seconds left, and that means almost immediately. I think you have to, yeah, you only guard the 3, King Abbott, man. You are correct. You only guard the 3 because, I mean, now, granted, if you just leave Hunter wide open down there and he just lays it in less than a second, then all of a sudden you're extending this game. But Michigan's not playing for that. No, they're playing for a 3. They have to. 6.3 to go. What a game, man. We've been on the air now for 95 minutes. Will this reach the lengths of that 2-hour Indiana-Illinois game 2 years ago? That was the cash game. All right, I'm not looking at the chat thread because you guys are a little bit ahead of me, I think. So 90-87. 6.3 to go. Michigan inbounding from the side. This is going to be Baker. No, Baker does get open, and he's wide open. The 3 is up. It is no good. It's an air ball. Silly luck, Kenton. It's luck. We needed that. We needed that. Oh, my God. Get it in. Get it in. Get fouled. End it. Why do I want RJ to get this? Not Ty. Not Ty. They get it to Terrence. Terrence gets fouled. 2.5 to go. He makes one. It's over. Oh, man. He was wide open, but you know what, Big Tota? Take the silly luck. And you know what? I would still say the luck at worst evened out. I mean, you got no benefit when it came to a lot of calls tonight. None. And I hate to play that card, but we know it's true. Come on, Terrence. Just one, baby. Let's put these guys out of their misery. There we go. Illinois up 91-87, and we're calling off the dogs. Just stand. Literally just stand. Terrence to try to put Illinois up 5. I just wanted to feel good, and man, that does it. He misses the second. This is going to be a 3-pointer for Michigan. It's an air ball. Illinois beats Michigan in double overtime, 91-87. What do we call that podcast? Oh, I'm so happy. What a season, like just a freaking up and down and mind-numbing and hair-pulling and in the same game. But overall, 50 minutes of just Illinois played their butts off, and the team that deserved to win, I think, won, The team that deserved to win won tonight, and that means a lot in a rivalry game, no less, where the breaks just weren't coming, and it felt like every time it could have been over, the breaks just kept going against you. And then finally, it evened out. And silly luck or not, my good friend Kenton said, we'll take it, because all things considered, that was one hell of an effort. What do we call this, everybody? What do we call it? Order that piping hot victory calzone from dpdo.com. Order that Lennox home comfort system to keep you cool. You're sweating, right? You got to cool down, and you get a free $500 Visa gift card or a free hot water heater from Dogtown Heating, Air, and Plumbing, 217-841-4728. And finally, State Farm agent Brian Hansen, brianismyguy.com. Life, auto, home, business renters, probably some cardiac insurance as well. You might need it. State Farm agent Brian Hansen, brianismyguy.com. I want to thank you guys for joining me in the YouTube feed tonight. And Big Tota, I like the simplicity. Muck Fichigan indeed. That will be the title. A win that we so sorely needed as a fan base, as a program, and maybe, just maybe this and the Indiana loss will put Michigan out of their frickin' misery. Hey, everybody. Again, thank you. I love doing this. Even when it's frustrating, it's fun to share it with all of you. I might have pissed some people off yesterday, and I will occasionally put my foot in my mouth, and I know I put my foot in my mouth today, but that's freaking fandom. That's what it is. So go have a celebratory drink. Watch the women win in the Big Ten tournament. Shauna Green, unbelievable job with them this year. I know we haven't talked a bunch about them. And kudos to Brad Underwood and the staff and the team. Played their frickin' asses off tonight, and the better team won. The better, more deserving team won tonight, and I'm going to sleep soundly after a couple drinks. Have a good night, everybody. It is the 200 level. I love Ty Rogers. I really do. Oh, my God. Have a good night, everybody. How could you not? How could you not? Cheers, Ken Toner, Greg, Scott, Big Tota, Lewis, Mike, Illini Brick Girl. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Women up 41-27.5. Awesome, Illini Brick Girl. Ben, I know I'm missing some people that might not be in the chat thread or were there earlier, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night. We won. Yeah. That feels really good. All right. See you, everybody.